Hey everybody, I know I need to do another garden tour video, but it's been so hot that I just have not gotten around to do that yet. So I'm gonna try to do it today and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's start here on my porch. This is my tapestry on my porch here. And then on the other side I have my plants. So let me just turn the camera. Alright, so starting here on the table, I've got some lamb's quarters cuttings here that I'm going to be dehydrating to use for like soups and stuff, and some leftover spell work here on the table as well. One of the candles I made that I use for incense to keep bugs away. And then I've brought some of these cuttings outside. They normally sit in my kitchen, but I brought them outside so they can get more sunlight. And then I have another cutting in here too of that house plant that I can never remember the name of. I also brought my strawberries up here so that the bugs wouldn't get them so bad, and hopefully we can get some fruit off of them. And then over here I have some tomato cuttings and pepper cutting. And then there's just some rocks that we found over here behind the table. Some rocks. My kids like playing with them and stacking them and stuff. So we've got some rocks there. And then my wall of plants that y'all saw in the last video. This is my prayer plant. It's getting bigger and taking off. This one is also getting bigger. There's a bug on it. See? Bugs. Bug season. I hate bug season. They're everywhere. All those little like wood beetles and stuff. This is my spiderwort. And some more of that. See, look at all that dirt on it from the bugs. Yeah, that's my plants there. And then I'm going to show you outside now. Okay, so it's a little windy, but this is the steps leading up to my porch. Right here I've got a eucalyptus plant, and I have an aloe plant in here that someone gave me, and then the succulent that I found in the woods that we're going to see if it survives or not. And then over here I've got basil, and then a kale cutting that's actually doing really well, so I'm going to replant that somewhere. I don't know where yet. Basil here. This is the front garden with all the crazy little stuff in it. This is my lavender plant. It's got a bloom on it. I'm getting ready to repot that. I just don't know where yet. Again, I have to find space. A couple tomatoes in here that I just put in here. Some other little flowers that I find these people discard them in the woods. And then I just bring them to my property. Some sunflowers, they're doing really good. I've got a couple flowers off already because my kids like pulling the flowers off, but they're really, really pretty, and I'm glad that they're doing so well. My sunflowers there. And then in here I've got carrots and some mint in that little thing there. And then let's go to the backyard. Alright, it's a little loud back here because some of my neighbors are out, but I'm going to try to record this while it's quiet. Right here, my raspberry bush is spreading and taking off. And then I have a pineapple plant here hanging on this pole. And then over here, since I took the strawberries out, I put the rose here, the miniature rose. And then my spinach, I gotta pull the weeds out of this. There's some grass growing in here with my spinach. I'm letting it go to seed now because it's not doing too good in the heat. So we're just gonna let it go to seed and take the seeds. And then this, whatever squash this was that grew here on this side of the planter, is just taken over my little patio area. So that's that. And then the other gardens, the back corner garden here, which has kind of got wild. I need to pull weeds. I need to thin it out and clean it up, but no time and too hot. This is a cactus plant I found in the woods. It had some beautiful blooms on it. I took some pictures of that, and they're probably on my Instagram somewhere or on my Threads account. But right now, it's not doing so good. Most of the flowers have died. It's getting ready to fruit, though, so that's going to be good. Cactus fruit is really yummy. Then I've got my little bed of seeds, sprouts and stuff. This is lemon balm. It's doing really good. It needs a new plot. This is a tomato plant. This is some dill that's also doing good. There's a tomato here as well. And just some weeds growing, and then some watermelons that came up from seeds that we got from a watermelon at the store. These are those other sunflowers. They're getting much bigger. Even the flower is getting bigger. We'll see how big it gets. This is my pumpkins. They are taking over the entire garden bed here and my pathway. So that's gonna be fun when they come out. And then the wild plants, the wild nightshades, the wild See, the wild nightshade always has some bugs on it. Look at that beautiful bee there, just pollinating, doing its job. And then the wild blackberries back here, they're starting to get heat damage, but there's still some fruit on there that hasn't turned black yet. And I don't know what this is. It's just growing here, just some type of weed I haven't discovered yet. And then this side of the garden, we've moved things around a bit. So in my buckets, this is a squash, and it's like a small round zucchini style squash. And I've got this one here, and there's a couple fruit on here. It's not a pumpkin, it's actually a squash. It's my blueberry bush. It's not doing so good. It needs a lot more dirt in there. I need to repot it. Tomatoes though, tomatoes are crazy this year. I didn't trim them enough or something, because there's just so many. It's completely out of the tomato cage, and just growing everywhere. These are Romas. These are the cherry tomatoes. They are also crazy and going everywhere. There's one of my roses down there. Another tomato plant. Another cherry tomato plant here that's also going crazy and leaning over now. I'm worried about that branch snapping. I have to find a way to trellis that better. Maybe I'll get some string and tie it. There's a pepper plant hiding in here between the tomatoes that has 2 large peppers on it, and I'm excited about. These are like bell peppers, which is great. More Roma tomatoes here. Tons of Roma tomatoes. Some basil plants hiding in here as well. There's one basil plant back there, and then there's a basil plant up here. And then I've got some dill plants hiding in here. This I think is actually a carrot that my son took from the front and brought back here. But there's some dill in there and some tomatoes, young tomatoes as well as big tomatoes. And then another squash plant just taking over, pumpkin of some kind, trying to take over the whole garden. So we'll see what happens. And then the other side, this has changed a bit too. So my mushrooms haven't been doing much. It's been too hot for them. And there's too many slugs. They just eat it whenever there are mushrooms. My snap peas did really well. Really, really, really well. But we took the trellises out. And we're letting it go to seed now. And we're just going to collect what's left on here. We're just going to use for the seeds. We're not going to eat any more of these. Then there is another plant here that's either some type of squash or a watermelon. I'm not sure. I think it's a pumpkin again, just because the leaf shape is the same as pumpkin. But I did plant watermelon on this side. It's just not doing good. This is my lilac bush. It's getting bigger. This is a lemon balm and mint plant. So one side is lemon balm and one side is mint. These are my avocado seeds. They're doing so good. This is my pineapple sage. It's huge now. It's taking over the whole pot there. I need to replant it, I think, into a bigger pot. We'll see. This is my culinary sage. Oh, look at that crazy grasshopper right there. Look at him. I'm gonna give that to Vivi to play with, because I don't want him eating my plants. Here you go, V. Make sure you let him go somewhere safe, okay? And another sunflower. There were 2 here, but one died. Got like kicked by one of the kids. Another pepper plant. This is a spicy pepper. I think this is the red Thai chili pepper. There's another pepper plant here. This one I believe is a habanero. I've got a plant pepper there. This is my lemon verbena plant. Another pepper plant here. I'm not sure what kind this one is yet. I'll see when it starts fruiting. And then this is really just weeds in here. I have to clear it out. And then I moved my potatoes over here. So I'm still growing potatoes in that grow bag. Just moved it around. So that's it, yeah. So some changes, lots of weeds right now. It's very hot. Summertime, you know. So that's my compost, by the way. That's where I throw all my yard scraps and food scraps. And this is just a compost bin with holes at the bottom. Just a regular plastic bin with holes in the bottom, and I come out and stir it by hand because that's all I got right now. Don't need anything fancy. Alright, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys next time.